Hey Virgos, I am here to do your reading for today. So let's find out how your person is feeling towards you, the person on your mind romantically. If you'd like to sign up, if you'd like to get access to my extended readings, then hit join and sign up for Virgo Bombshell membership. And if you'd like to sign up for a chance to win a free reading with me, then hit like and subscribe and comment down below, I am loved. All right, so universe, the person on my Virgo's mind romantically, how does this person feel towards Virgo? And what will be their next actions towards Virgo? What I'm picking up so far is that this person wants a reunion with you, but that they're worried about conflict. They're keeping their eye on you and trying to suss out when is the best time to move forward towards you. With the Ten of Wands in the reverse, they could be getting frustrated or maybe feeling like that time is never going to come. Maybe they've been watching, maybe like watching your social media, looking for a signal from you, and they're just not seeing one. And so they could be, getting a bit discouraged and maybe feeling like it's never going to come or something along those lines. I will say, excuse me, guys, I will say that if this is somebody who has been they've dealt very poorly with you and mistreated you, for any cross watchers that, you might not get something like that. You might just need to step forward. Yeah, this person is guarded and they're watching for any sign that will allow them to drop their guard. But if, like, say, for example, if our Virgos have been greatly mistreated by this person should just step forward. I don't think that they should be waiting for a cue from someone that they've mistreated terribly. But yeah, they are sort of watching you, looking for their opportunity. They could be weighing an option, but what I'm sensing from the option that they're trying to weigh is simply when to step forward. I'm not sensing another energy, but we'll see what we find as the reading goes on. So, universe, the person on my Virgo's mind, how do they feel towards Virgo? Yeah. This person is waiting. They feel stuck, but I think they're also realizing that they're going to have to surrender to the situation. You could be dealing with a Pisces. I think this person is realizing that. Also, I'm sensing an energy. Sorry, guys. I'm a little froggy in my throat, I guess. They're sensing that that if they have this sense of sort of masculinity, for example, if you're a woman dealing with a man, that whatever, this person was trying to make themselves seem strong by being very adamant about their viewpoint. And I think they're realizing they're going to have to surrender to show strength. That strength isn't always just implacable certainty. With the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this person is also realizing that they're probably going to have to surrender strategy, a strategic attitude or approach towards you. This could have been somebody who is very, very strategic in the way that because I think they're realizing that you won't be willing to cooperate, or that they themselves were giving off the energy that they were not attempting to cooperate. Basically, I think that if they come in and they're hard line with you and they try to strategize and be in control, that you're not going to cooperate with that. That they have to see things from your perspective and surrender and be more flexible. Yeah, because they don't want to have a tower moment with you. They don't want to completely, it could be that if they've tried to come in the past and they used this strategy before, that it did not go over well. You did not cooperate. You guys didn't build anything together, and that it just kind of everything, they fell from the tower. And so they're realizing that they can't do that. Yeah. that what they have to think about, not what will satisfy their pride in the moment, but what they actually want in the long run, which is a reunion with you. So they're realizing that the way that they approached maybe in the past, or that their instincts told them to approach, is not going to work out. And they need to, with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, I think they realize that the way that they behaved in the past is just not the thing. But they want to apologize to you. They want to make things right with you. And I think that this person could be learning the lesson of how to sort of override their emotional instincts and the instincts of their pride or ego to serve the purpose of what their heart wants. This could be somebody who has gotten used to sort of throwing their weight around with people. Maybe, maybe they're a business owner or a boss, or some kind of authority figure, and they've gotten used to just being able to tell people what to do and just tell people how it is. And so they could be somebody who has, sort of a habit of just sort of being very aggressive and certain of themselves, and then kind of expecting everybody to fall in line. But I think they're realizing that they can't do that with you, and that they need to override the instinct to do it, because they don't want this to end with you. So underneath the deck, we have the World in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is your match, is a stable, committed partner. They don't want things to be over with you. They don't want things to end. They don't want you to move on. They want you to be impressed by them, is what I'm sensing. The way that this World card is looking at the King of Pentacles here, it's almost like he feels like he wants to, this person, your partner, wants to convince you that that everything you want is there with them. It's like this person feels like, oh, look, like, because the King of Pentacles is like, he's fancy, he's got all the trappings of wealth and luxury and physical comfort and stability, and he's wanting, and this girl on the World card is looking back at him like, ooh. So with the Ace of Wands in the reverse to the 10 of Wands in the reverse, I would definitely say that this person is not feeling a lot of self-esteem right now. They're not feeling too great about themselves, and that makes them not want to have to be the one to take action. But again, I will say that, if your person is the one who has done you wrong, then it is, if you're the person who's done the other person wrong, it is your job to step up and communicate and take the risk, especially if the other person has taken a risk before, and was basically not appreciated for it. So with the Eight of Cups, this person feels like walking away, but with the King of Swords in the reverse energy, it just feels like this person is doing this, if they seem this way. First of all, it's not what they really want. It's not how they really feel, but it feels like this energy of like, I'm going to walk away now. Like, are you going to follow me? Are you going to stop me? Like, it just kind of feels like a tactic. And it feels like that's kind of more, it feels like this person really wants to be the one who is kind of pursued almost in this. Like, they don't want to have to do the pursuing, when in all honesty, again, if they are the one who harmed you, just if that's your situation, it's their job to do that. That's their job. So with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, this person could just be in this place where they're so tired of thinking about the situation that they just want to come out of thinking about it. Could be dealing with a Gemini. That they are just going to tell themselves, oh, well, I don't even have a choice. I feel like there could just so that they can make an excuse to walk away, but I don't think that that's really, I think they're just sort of stomping their feet is what this feels like. It feels like a bratty little kid stomping their feet is what it feels like. And being stubborn because they want you to be the person to take the emotional risk and approach them. And, or this is them knowing that they need to make a choice, but refusing to step up and not, sort of delaying stepping up and doing it because they want you to be the adult, and they want you to be the one who basically validates them by showing up. And that's not cool. I have to say. If this is a situation where this person hurt you, because obviously this is a situation where the two of you are in some kind of a standstill or some kind of a separation. And if that was because of this person hurting you, it's their job to step forward and make amends and apologize. So yeah, with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, this person, it just feels like a fake confusion energy altogether. It just feels like somebody who's kind of trying to play like there's some kind of insurmountable obstacle, when all it is that they're biding time because they want you to be the grown-up. Kind of is what it feels like. So yeah, I don't like that a whole lot. I'm not super crazy about that. Okay, so let's see what this Hanged Man. What is this Hanged Man universe? How does my Virgo's person feel towards my Virgo? And what will be their next actions towards Virgo? Yeah, so they feel abandoned, left out in the cold, and they feel like you've walked away from them. And I think that this is the thing that is causing them to realize that they cannot approach you the way that they have in the past. They're fantasizing about you. They're daydreaming about you. I would say that they're also kind of playing out scenarios in their head and trying to perceive, like, will this work? Will that work? This person sees you as really loyal, trusting, reliable, and believing. And I think they understand that. I think that what this card is showing me is that your goodness causes you to see when someone truly isn't good. I think this is the thing that many sort of nasty people don't quite understand, is that they seem to think that purity of motivation and purpose is some kind of a weakness, when in actuality, the more pure you are, the more you can see the lack of purity, and the more you can discern the lack of purity. And I think that this is somebody potentially becoming aware of how they might have thought that you were naive. They might have thought that you were immature or lacking for being pure. And yet they're seeing that it's actually, like a really strong asset that gives you the ability to see through nonsense. Okay. Yeah, so realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings, but it's in the reverse. So this could be that this person doesn't want the light to be shed on maybe something that they did. They're hoping to come in and kind of, that could be an issue here. Like if this person feels like they have no option but to approach you in a way that is honest and authentic, because you're going to be able to discern and see through them. And yet at the same time, if they're hiding something, this could be the thing that's kind of stopping them up, because it's like they want to step forward and they understand they would need to be authentic. But then I think if there's something that they feel like they need to conceal potentially from you, then they are not sure how they could effectively do that. Universe, how does my Virgo's person feel towards my Virgo? Yeah, so chasing and only you. Chasing in the reverse. So this could be, excuse me. This could be implying that this person wants you to chase them. They are definitely thinking of you. They're devoted to you. And yet I'm sensing some kind of a hesitance or almost a resentment towards this, you being allowed to really feel how devoted they are. It's almost like they don't want to chase you, because that would allow you to truly feel attached to them, and to know that how much they want you, and that would give you power somehow. Like, all right, universe, what can you tell me about this situation? How does my Virgo's person feel towards my Virgos? So intimacy in the reverse and withdrawn. So this person could have a fear of intimacy and aversion to intimacy, or maybe you guys started to get very intimate and close, but then they withdrew, like a fear of intimacy, avoidancy. So that could be the thing here too, that maybe this person feels drawn towards you, and yet they're simultaneously kind of, scared of being scorched by the fire of real intimacy. That could be another thing here. Like underneath all of these excuses that are going on verbally could be this deeper core issue of this person feeling the need to avoid intimacy, and that all of this is just kind of surface distraction. It's almost like when we have a subconscious motivation and something that, we're functioning deeply on the basis of that thing, then our mind will just invent reasons to cause us to walk down that corridor. All right, universe, what else can you tell me about this situation for my Virgos? Distance in the reverse. So this person definitely wants to, they want to come together, the two of you. I think it feels like an energy of they're not necessarily feeling like they have the right to. I feel like with all of this person basically is just like, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to expect, but I just need to close the distance between us because I just can't take this distance anymore. I just want to know what's going on with you. I just want to understand how you feel. If you can't feel this person thinking about you, I would say they, even if you can't feel it, they are. Ooh. Universe, what can you tell me about this situation with my Virgos? How does my Virgos person feel towards Virgo? And what are the elements at play here? Honeymoon in the reverse, honeymoon phase. It could be that the two of you seem to be in that beginning honeymoon phase in a relationship and it was all of a sudden cut short. So maybe a loyalty issue here. Give it time in the reverse. So I feel like either you or this person are feeling like there's a limited time frame to work this out, that they don't have forever to wait around. And I would say that sounds pretty logical. Universe, how does this person feel towards my Virgos? How does Virgo's person on their mind romantically feel towards Virgo? What are their true feelings towards Virgo? I can't make you happy. So it could be that the situation, I don't think it's that in your relationship they can't make you happy. I think that this person is feeling like they don't know how to approach you in a way that you'll be satisfied. They're worried that the approach, any approach available to them, they're worried about it satisfying you. Or it could be just that the situation here, that they're feeling like if there's been a fight, and a separation, that at their core, it just makes them feel like, oh, Virgo's not happy with me and I don't know how to make them happy. It's that it has them wallowing in this feeling of like failure towards making you happy. Underneath the deck, though, we have don't put up with my BS. So there's something inside of this person that doesn't want you to just like, take it as they're giving it to you. Oh my goodness, excuse me, guys. Yeah. So, and I feel like because it landed on this, I feel like what this is saying is that don't, even if they're trying to manipulate you into feeling like you have to be the one to approach them, they almost, their spirit on some deeper level is like, don't put up with that. Don't do that. Because I think at the end of the day, they actually might lose respect for you. Because if they were the ones who wronged you, you should not be the one to move towards them. Like that's not appropriate. I don't want to be alone. I wish I could understand you. So I feel like this person definitely feels like they haven't completely worked you out. Maybe they thought that you were much more naive than you are. They also don't want to be alone. I feel like this is somebody who does not. It's strange because they're afraid of intimacy, and yet they're not good with like being alone either. So, ooh, okay. Let's get you guys a timing card. Universe, when might my Virgos hear from this person that is on their mind romantically? How soon and when, if at all, might my Virgos hear from this person? Oopsies. Oh. So these cards just popped out. It's worth the time. 2 is February, so you might hear from them, or that could be somebody's birthday. And then today, for some of you, 52 could be a relevant number. So universe, when might my Virgos hear from this person? Oh, for some of you, May, and 19 could be a significant number. And then next couple of months, for some of you, 43, and then again with February. So I would say that for most of you, it's February. For most of you, you're going to hear from this person this month. and by the end of the month. Also, for any of you who are Virgo risings, look strongly around the 16th of the month, but definitely right around, I'd say at the point where Venus co-joins with Pallas, which is on the 14th, 15th, and then moves beyond Pallas. I think that that could be a real good time for the opening up of communication. So yeah, I would say definitely between the 14th and the 17th would be a strong time to watch for something like that. Okay, so guys, let's move into your extended reading. I hope that this has blessed you, and I'll speak to you soon.